Welcome to another real-time trade. In this video, I'll discuss several ways to manage the trade to empower you to design a trade management model that suits your unique mental wiring. This is the stuff of the real game. Now let's join the trade in progress. Hey guys, Czar here. Good morning to you. Hope you're well. Trust you're having a good day so far. New York is just open. It's 9:33. This is the Dow. Let me take you over to the Three Sisters. Why don't we start there? There we go. This is a 1 minute chart, VWAP, volume weighted average price, the blue line in the middle, with 2.5 standard deviation bands, as you can see here, the red on either side, and a couple of EMAs there as well. Let's say 21 and a 9, but you can use whatever you want. Doesn't really matter that much. And we're seeing a little bit of a rise here on the open. Let's take a look at the bigger picture, shall we? This is the daily Three Sisters. You can see we've been in a very narrow range here for the last few days. Almost unprecedented, as a matter of fact. Let me show you long term. Do you see any candles that are that tight together, strung together 4 days like that? You don't see a lot of that. And so these are interesting days indeed. We are breaking above Friday's high. Today's Monday, by the way. It's Monday, November the 20th. Rising above Friday's high here. We have an inside day on the S&P and an inside day on the Dow. So we'll keep an eye on this. Be looking for some range expansion, hopefully breaking out one side or the other here. I really don't care too much which side. For the purposes of my day trading, of course, my daily scalping. And of course, we have our Dow 30-minute chart looking to tapping really the resistance zone above here, which was actually formed and then on Friday and then confirmed here in the European session earlier today. How about the S&P 30-minute chart? Here it is. Similar picture, again, kind of coming into and tapping that zone. And this is the NASDAQ blowing through the equivalent zone and hitting another one and now surpassing that as well. Got a little bit of noise happening here. These wicks do matter, by the way. I think you'll see that over time if you watch my videos and watch me interact with those wicks. You will see that they do in fact, or can in fact matter. I'll be putting you on pause, guys, cutting out dead air, sideways grinding action, non-teaching moments, things of that nature to keep this video nice and tight. See if we get a trade here today to start off the week. See if we can start off with a winner here on Monday, November the 20th. I'll put you on pause and I'll bring you right back. Thanks for being here, guys. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back. It's 10:02. We're 32 minutes into the session, watching for an opportunity here. A zone break opportunity. I don't love the small wick on this candle here, but I think that given the time of day and what I'm seeing on the Three Sisters, it is a reasonable opportunity. Just going to refine these markers. And I'm in, guys. Long the Dow. First trade of the day, first trade of the week. Let's see what we can accomplish here. The coin has been tossed. This is a zone break trade. Early in the morning here, 10:06. We're 36 minutes into the week and 36 minutes into the New York session. I'll put you on pause and bring you back as this thing develops, and we'll talk about the trade in more detail. And finally hit 1 hour, 2 hours and 10 minutes later, guys. I entered this trade at 10:06. It's now 12:15. We are in the twilight zone. I decided to stay for the twilight zone, obviously, being in this trade. But sometimes when there's nothing going on before 11:30, sometimes we get some movement during the twilight zone. I suppose this qualifies as a little bit of movement, but it's not a lot. This is the 1 minute chart, guys. I'm going to drop up, or I'm going to step up to the 2 minute chart to clean it up a little bit. And now I'm going to go to the 3 minute chart. There you go. And I'm going to leave it there for the life of this trade. So the 1 hour all or nothing trade has has profited fully from this. The 2R move stop to break even at 1R, of course, has move stop to break even because we hit 1R, and they will either get a 2R or they'll get a 0, a break even, but nothing in between. The 1.5 and 2R all or nothing traders, of course, will sit here and wait to see what happens. I will remind you something, and that is that the next resistance zone is in the middle of this. As a matter of fact, we're pretty much there, a little bit higher, around 1.4, 1.5. R is when we hit that resistance zone, and so some people, some traders may want to take profits around there or even where we are right now, no matter what your model might be. And that's something I recommend suggesting as an inclusion into your model, the ability to have discretion if prices are running into a key zone like the one that we see here. But I'm going to run the model all the way. Either we're going to get the 2R or we're going to hit the original stop, and that'll be the end of the trade, and will be measured based on the furthest target that we meet. So worst case right now, this trade will be a 1R winner in terms of result, but we will see where it goes from here. I'll put you back on pause, guys, and we'll see how this plays out. Thanks for being here. And target 2 has finally been met. So the 1.5R all or nothing trader has left the game with full profitability, and we're going to stick around and see what happens to the final model. Let me just make it clear, this is a zone break trade, guys. Pretty self-explanatory. Bullish overall daily. Of course, we've been having these resting candles here for the last couple of days in a very tight range, but the overall picture, of course, is very bullish. As a matter of fact, a few minutes ago, we hit a 52-week high on the triple Qs, the NASDAQ ETF, famous ETF, the very well traded ETF. Guys, we just hit target 3, 2R all or nothing. All 4 models have profited fully. Even the 1R all or nothing, 1R moved to break even at 1R. 2R moved to break even at 1R, never came back, and so all 4 models profitable. But just to make it clear, this is a one big candle. I don't love the fact that it didn't have a nice top wick and a little tiny nubbin, if you will. But then with the pullback, it looked reasonable here in the early going to be able to take the break of the high of the session at that time, and eventually paid off. It's 104 now. Entered this at 10:06, call it 10:04, and so this is a 3-hour trade. Thanks for being with me, guys. Appreciate your patience. I know this video won't be long for you, but it was certainly a very long trade for me. Hopefully we'll get another trade this afternoon, but who knows? It's Monday. Have an amazing night. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.